What's going on, duelists? I am here because I'm got rained out. I was halfway to work and then it started storming really bad and I got soaked and I didn't bring any extra clothes and now it's still kind of raining outside and I've got a little bit of time, so I figured I'd come to you and do something that I've been wanting to do for a minute. I finally figured out how to stream my computer screen to the thing. So here's this and boom. And I wanted to be able to go over some new cards, so I'm over here on YGO Organization, and we're basically going to talk about some stuff. I've got a little bit of time, so I figured we'd go over it, and I'll probably end up posting this to my YouTube channel as well as a video, but the stream just makes it easier for me to record and go back and edit later or whatever. But I hope everybody's doing good today, and I wanted to start off with the Play a Game of the Dead, the Senate Archetype. It's the new deck. Note, this theme does not work with Senate Switch, which in Japan is literally the English words position change in katakana. So we're going off with the first one here. Looks like it is a Anubis style deck. That makes sense, like an Egyptian theme. We got Senate Prophet Nefertari, level 4 light zombie, 0 attack, 1000 defense. You can only use this card's name's first and second effects once per turn each. If this card is normal or special summons, you can send it to the graveyard as cost. Show up to 2 normal monster cards from your hand deck, face-up field, and or graveyard. Then set the same number of Senate spells from your deck. During your opponent's turn quick effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard. As a cost, equip 1 normal monster from your graveyard to a ritual monster you control. This card is named the Queen Nefertari, not Nefertiti. Nefertiti? I don't know. But, okay, so it's a normal monster themed deck, it looks like, and based on what I can see from here, this is also, they're both level 4s. And it says something about ritual monsters. So, showing 2 normal monsters from anywhere, basically, except banish, and you get to set any number of Senate spell traps from the deck specifically. It seems pretty good as long as there's good spells to go with it. Next one we got Senate Prophet Amenhotep. Yep. Anyways, level 4 light zombie effect monster, 0 attack, 15 defense. You can only use its first and second effects once per turn. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can send it to the graveyard as cost. Show 2 normal monsters from anywhere except banish. Then set the same number of Senate traps from your deck. Okay. And then you can banish from your grave target with 3 normal monsters and your graveyard and shuffle them into the deck. And this one's named after the king, so it's a king and a queen. Okay, so this one sets spells, this one sets traps, this one equips rituals with normal monsters from grave, and this one shuffles back normals so you can keep playing the game. Doesn't draw cards to note, which kind of sucks, but I don't know, we'll see. This guy is cool as hell. 5k 25. Senentakt Sphinx. 5k level 12 dark zombie ritual 2500 defense. You can ritual summon this card with any Senate card. You can only use its first and third effects once per turn each. Discard this card, add a Senate card from your deck to your hand except itself. That's broken. This card, if this card's equipped with an equip card, this equipped card with an equipped card is unaffected by your opponent's activated card effects. Broken. And quick effect, you can send 1 face-up normal monster card you control to the graveyard as cost. Change as many monsters your opponent controls face down to face down defense position. Then you can special summon 1 normal monster from your graveyard. That's busted. So, quick effect, send a normal monster card that's equipped to this guy using the chick. Hey, get away from me. This thing. You Book of Eclipse their board, and then you special summon a normal monster that you sent off this, because you don't have to summon one, right? You don't have to. This is then you can, so you only have to resolve the A part of this AB effect. That's pretty good, depending on what you play in this deck. I mean, if the normal monster you have equipped to it's 3k, you're just killing them, and that's pretty awesome. Anyways, we have Tossenet Wadget. Level 8 Dark Zombie Ritual Effect Monster 3225. You can ritual summon this card with any Senate card. You can only use first and third effect once per turn. Discard this card. Send one Senate card from your deck to the graveyard. Okay, all of the rituals so far do something in hand that's broken. Cannot be destroyed by card effects if it's an equip with equip card. Quick effect, send up to 3 face-up normal monsters you control to the graveyard, then target the same number of cards your opponent controls, return them to the hand, extra deck, then special summon a normal monster from your grave. This is pretty good. That's a pretty good card. I don't know how often you're going to have 3 face-up normal monsters on the field, but that's a pretty good card. Senetimes Nekabet. Level 6, Dark Zombie Ritual, 2815. Ritual summon any Senate card. You can only use the first and third effect. Again, discard this card. Add 1 Senate card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, so this just adds anything, this dumps anything, and this adds anything back. So these two paired together basically achieve the same thing as the Ritual monster, but with a couple more cards engraved. Cannot be destroyed by battle if it's equipped, or if it is equipped with something. Quick effect, special summon 1 face-up normal monster card from your spell trap zone. If you do, equip this card you control to it as an equip spell that gives it 2500 attack. That's kind of silly. Wow. And then we have Barasenet. Wow. Barasenet Emheru. Field spell, you can only use the first and you can only use this card's second effect once per turn. Once per turn, you can ritual summon 1 Senate ritual monster from your hand or grave by sending normal monsters with different names from each other from your hand, deck, and or face-up field to the grave whose total levels equal or exceed its level. Then you can equip one. Wow, that is a good card. This field spell is really good. And then if you special summon a non-token normal monster, draw a card. Wow, this card is really powerful. This deck, like, actually, this isn't a... I would want to play ritual monster, normal monsters to play this. This is good. Senate Ak. Normal spell. Add a Senate monster from your deck to your hand. If you discard a Senate ritual monster while this card's in your graveyard, you can banish this card as cost. Special summon 1 non-effect fusion monster from your extra deck whose attack with attack less than or equal to any of the discarded monsters. Any of the discarded normal monster card, but for the rest of the turn it cannot attack directly. Also, you cannot activate non-zombie monster effects. Okay, so this card locks you. It adds any Senate monster, which is really good. And then it says if you discard one of the ritual guys to use its effect, you can banish it and special summon a non-effect fusion monster from your extra deck with less attack than whatever the discarded normal monsters is. Anyways, that's a pretty good card. Now to the traps. I'm not even going to try that. I am. Dasenet. Yep. You can only activate 1 card with this card's name per turn. Ritual summon any Senate ritual monster from your hand or graveyard by sending normal monster cards with different names from your hand, deck, or face-up field to the graveyard. The fact that it says they all say normal monster cards means that you can use the equipped normals, which is awesome. Anyways, with different names whose levels equal or exceed, then equip 1 normal monster from your graveyard to it. Broken. If a normal monster card you control will be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish it. Okay, so this is a pretty good one of. This is a really good one of. Senate Cataract. Choose a mode in its main monster zones equal to the number of normal monsters and Senate ritual monsters you control. So this one doesn't say monster cards. Negate the first monster effect activated in each of these zones that resolves this turn. That's not bad. If the total attack of all normal monsters you control is more than 3,000, you can banish this card from your graveyard, target 1 monster. This is a really good card. So this deck is incentivizing you to play big normal monster cards so that you can, get these effects. This card's really good. And then Thunderfall, we have a counter trap here. It's pretty good. When your opponent activates a spell trap card, while you control a normal monster or Senate ritual, negate the activation if you do destroy the card. If the total attack of all normal monster cards you control is 3,000 or more, banish this card and set 1 Senate spell trap from... Wow. Counter trap that redoes... yes, it's a counter trap that also restarts the engine. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. These cards are busted. I am very interested to see how they pan out. Here are some noted reprints that could work with this deck because you can basically shit these cards out for free. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm very interested to see where this deck goes. I mean, all the ritual monsters aren't bricks. The normal summonable monsters are really decent. It seems like it may be a tad bit flimsy on its own to start, but even then, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. This doesn't seem bad at all. But yeah, either which way. That is the Senate archetype. Definitely some of the cooler arts that I've seen in a while. Let's see what we got next. Yes, this is just the rundown for the other archetypes that are coming out. We got Senate revealed, which is from the new deck builder pack. We're still waiting for the other two. So, new theme, Senate, a theme that ritual summons a new king by using monsters without effects. This theme's name likely has nothing to do with the card Senate Switch, which literally means position changed. We named the theme Senate to avoid an unintended interaction with Senate Switch. Our previous name was Senat, conflicts with the card Dragunity Senatus. So it's a theme, and then you have Raise Moon, a theme that shines brighter and brighter the harder one yearns for the moon. Some sort of maybe like, I don't know, interesting moon praising people. And then we have also got, this is my favorite looking one. I like this a lot. They're not gonna let me. Yeah, look at this. This guy's cool looking. I like cool dragons. All right. Grotesque monsters from a Xenoverse are now unleashed. So I'm really excited to see what this is. It might be called Xenovader. And then that says Cello the Raise Moon Veil. What's this guy's name? Hollow Devourer Xenovader. I love that. Okay, so we'll be looking forward to these. Hopefully by next week we'll have these revealed so then we can talk about them. Next up. Yes. Okay. Further the Light and Darkness ritual with unity and determination from the next core set, Beyond the Brave. Our first card that we're looking at is Black Skull Dragon, the Archfiend of Dragon Unity. Okay, so a Black Skull Dragon card for Rolad. That's awesome. Definitely looking forward to seeing what this does. 32 attack, 25 defense. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned by its own effect. You can use this card's effect. You can only use the effect of this card's name once per turn each. The first effect. Quick effect, discard a quick play or ritual spell. Special summon this card from your hand in defense. If this card is special summoned, you can set one spell trap that mentions Light and Darkness ritual from your deck or graveyard. At the start of the battle phase, you can make your opponent lose 800 LP, and if you do, this card gains 800 attack. I do and don't like this card a whole lot. It's a quick effect summon. If you're playing the branded version of the deck, this is not a bad one of, because you can pitch High Spirits, Virtuous, Called by the Grave, Crossout, or if you're playing Chaos Magical Hats, and or there's some cards you definitely could pair with this going first, and then see some plays. This is no more than a one of for sure. This card is interesting. I like that it's a 4K beater in the main deck. That's fucking awesome. I'll probably play one of it no matter what just to test it, but I don't know how I feel about that. So, yeah. Magic sword, magic effect sword. Spell Shattering Sword. Okay, Spell Shattering Sword. Quick play spell card. You can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. Activate one of these effects. Destroy all face-up spell cards your opponent controls. Or you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls, show one Light and Darkness ritual from your hand or grave, then change that monster's attack to 0 and its effects are negated. If this card in its owner's possession is destroyed by your opponent, you can destroy one card in your opponent's hand at random or field. It's non-target destruction if it's destroyed off Chaos Magical Hats. That's really fucking good. I like the second effect, and... Interestingly enough, I think with the advent of a lot of decks, like putting monsters in the spell trap zone as spells, you have like Angelecki, and we just looked at the new Senate deck that's going to be putting normal monsters in the spell trap zone as equip cards, and equip cards are spell cards unless they're traps. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is fine. These are both one-ofs, maybe. Deck still desperately needs another starter. I'm not going to lie to you. Deck definitely needs another starter. Okay. And the next one. And we probably won't be here too much longer. Just because I wanted to go over some of these cards pretty much, and then I did want to go over one other thing too before we left. I don't know what this is. Okay, carry on the legacy of the freezing the world. Ekajar, descendant of the Ice Barrier Dragon, or descendant dragon of the Ice Barrier. Sorry. Interesting card. Is it just Trish? Oh, it looks like Gungnir, Trish, and Brio maybe, all fused into one. Weird. Okay. The legacy of destruction is inherited. Ekajar, descendant dragon of the Ice Barrier. Level 9, water synchro dragon effect monster. 3,000 attack, 1,000 defense. 1 tuner plus 1 plus non-tuners. You may only use the first, second, third effects of this card's name once each per turn. If this card is synchro summoned, you can discard 1 card as cost, banish 2 cards from your opponent's field or graveyard non-targeting. That's very powerful. Okay. If your opponent special summons a monster, you can banish 1 card from your hand, return 1 card on either field or graveyard to the hand. Non-targeting. Fuck. That's pretty good. And then if this synchro summon card is sent to the graveyard during your opponent's turn, you can banish 1 card from their hand at random, field, or graveyard. Okay. Hop your squadron into Star Eater or a Psychic End Punisher, anybody? On the opponent's turn? So that we can resolve all 3 of this card's effects. This card's pretty good. I like this card a lot. So, yeah, catch me out here synchro summoning level 9s again when this card comes out. And next up. Oh, look at that. All your hopes and dreams were in vain with Umbral Horror. Raise exam as card wolf. We want to make sure to find out you're the traitor. Except there is no ray, only vector. Look at that. Holy showza, that card looks good. Okay. Chaos exceeds Hope Emperor Dragon, Chaos Barian Dragon. Wow. Rank 7 Dark exceeds Effect Monster. It's a dragon. 0 attack, 0 defense. 3+ level 7 monsters. You can also exceed summon this card by using 1 number C monster you control with a number between 101 and 107 in its name. Transfer its materials. Oh, yeah. Gains 1,000 attack for each material attached to it. Your opponent cannot add cards from the deck to the hand while this card has a number C monster as material except by drawing them. Okay, hi, Colossus. What the hell? Once per turn, detach the material from this card as cost. Attach the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck to this card. Whoa! So, like, minimum, it'll be 4 materials, more than likely. If you, say, take a a rank 4, make something, rank it up into a C, and then put this on top of it. It's a Colossus. No addy cardies from deck to hands. Except by drawing. And then you can detach one material from this card, attach the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck to this card. That's so good. Alright. And, oh, we have new Umbral Horror cards, it looks like. Yep. Shining Umbral Horror. Level 4 Light Fiend effect monster, 0 2k. You can only use it first and second. Once returned, if you normal or special summon an Umbral Horror monster and or a Masquerade Xyz monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, draw 1 card. Then if you drew an Umbral Horror monster, you can special summon it. This card is treated as 2 materials for the Xyz summon of a number monster that requires 3 or more materials. Huh. It's like the stick chair design, but better. Because there's probably going to be more of them. That's cool. Like the look at top or draw card and then reveal it if it's a archetype card special it for Xyz summon plays. That's pretty neat. This card is normal or special summon. Add an Umbral Horror monster from your deck to your hand except V Horror. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Target 1 Masquerade Xyz monster you control as cost or as requirement. Special summon from your extra deck 1 monster, 1 number monster that is 1 rank higher than that monster using cards you control, or using that card you control. Transferring its materials. It's an Xyz summon. It's an Xyz summon. That's pretty fucking good. So it adds this guy or maybe something else, and then you can banish it and rank a guy up. So that's really good. Gorgonic Umbral Horror. 12 attack, 4 Dark Rock. So Dark Spellcaster, Light Fiend, Dark Rock. If you control no monsters or all monsters you control are Umbral Horrors, you can special summon this, and if you do, add 1 non-rock Umbral Horror monster from your deck to your hand. You cannot special summon from the extra deck except number Xyz monsters while you control it only. That's fucking crazy. This card could be treated as 2 materials for something that requires 3 or more. So we go this guy, add this guy, and then this guy lets you add another, the other guy. And then you Xyz summon probably. And special this card. Draw a card. God damn, this is good. This is damn good. 1000 Umbral Horror. 0/0 level 4 Dark Fiend. Only use first and second effects once per turn. It's only got 2 effects. Quick effect. Send this card from your hand or field to the graveyard. Place 1 7th Baryons from your hand or deck into your field zone face up. Also, you're locked into Xyz until the end of the next turn. If an XYZ monster is special summon one of those cards in your graveyard, you can special summon this card. Also, you take no damage from your card effects for the rest of the turn. Alright. It's pretty good. Rank 4, Light Spellcaster Xyz, number 104, Masquerade Veins. We're getting a new 104. Interesting. 3 level 4 monsters. You can detach 1 material from this card. Add 1 Barrier and Spell Trap from your deck to your hand. A monster Xyz summon using this card gains this effect. If it is Xyz summon, activate this effect. Your opponent can banish 4 monsters with different attributes and 1 spell from their deck. If you do not, banish the top 10 cards of their deck. Holy fuck. What the hell? That's an interesting and annoying effect. Yeah, so you basically this is pretty good stuff. I mean, I wouldn't play this. This is fucking annoying as hell, but all right. Chaos numbers 104 Masquerade Magician Umbral Horror Victory, number 104 Umbral Horror Masquerade Victory. I really like I'm sorry I had to say the whole thing. So yeah, the Umbral Horrors are just like the opposite of the Utopia cards, and they're like the evil versions of the Utopia cards, which is why these are like super reminiscent of just like the Dododo cards, like the Onomat cards, because that's literally it. That's why you have like the Umbral Horror Victory and all the different versions of the Umbral Horrors now, just the same way that we had Utopias at one point. Anyways, This card is a rank 5 Dark Spellcaster Xyz effect monster with 3,000 attack and 1,500 defense, requiring 4 level 5 Xyz or level 5 monsters. Once per turn, quick effect, you can detach one material from this card and target one card your opponent controls and destroy it. That's pretty good. If this card battles an opponent's monster during damage calculation, this card's attack and defense become that opponent's monster's attack or defense, whichever is higher, plus 100 during the damage calc only. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, send one random card from their hand to the graveyard, and if you do, half their life points. This is a fucking card. That's a unit of a card. I don't think this card's too unfair per se, but I do believe that this card is a little wild. Anyways, 7th Barian, the field spell. You can only use the second and third effect of this card's name each once per turn. Each player can only special summon non-number monsters from the extra deck while this card is face up on the field twice per turn. What the heck? Oh my goodness. You can put this on the field immediately on the opponent's turn. This card up here, this one just quick effect, send, hand, or field, put the Barian up there. Alright, during your main phase, add one Umbral Horror monster from your deck to your hand, and then if you do, you have to discard a card, and that's part of the effect, so that's good. During the end phase, each player takes 400 damage for each Xyz monster on the field. You don't have to take that damage because of your own effects. Barian's Hope, normal spell card, first and second once per turn. Special summon one Umbral Horror monster or Masquerade Xyz monster from your hand or grave. Then make all levels of all Umbral Horror monsters you control become the level of one Umbral Horror monster in your field or graveyard. Okay, so it's basically you can make your guys level 4 or level 5, all of them, and then put them into one big guy. Banish this card from your graveyard, target an Xyz monster you control. Attach one number Xyz monster from your extra deck or graveyard to it. That is redonkulous, because you can put the C Xyz guys underneath the big Colossus fuck. The first one they showed, this guy, the Colossus guy, he needs a C Xyz monster under him between 101 and 107. So that card will let you put that under there immediately. Barian Seal. Counter trap card. First and second effect of this card's name once per turn. When your opponent activates a spell, trap card, or monster effect and you control a CXE's monster or a number C monster with the number between 101 and 107 in its name, negate the activation, and if you do, you can attach one monster from either field or graveyard to your Xyz monster. This is unbelievably good. You can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon 2 Umbral Horrors from grave. Wow. Every archetype these days is getting some sort of trap that heavily interrupts the opponent and then banishes itself to restart the engine. Orcus started it years ago, and now everything's following suit. Even Senate is a deck that we checked out earlier, and Senate is a deck that plays or has a counter trap that negates something and then restarts your engines. That's fucking broken. Alright, well, I'm not super excited about this one at all. And I think I'm going to avoid thinking about this for too long. But that's everything I think I wanted to check out. Let me just double check YGO organization. I know this hasn't been a very long stream, but I wasn't really planning on it to be a very long stream. Mostly because I was just trying to get this out there because it was raining and I didn't have anything else to do. I mean, they did show the manga cards. We could try to pull these manga cards up real quick. So Yu-Gi-Oh! Is finally coming out with its 15 manga-style cards in the OCG at the moment. These cards are going to look pretty cool. So the manga style cards are cards that appear with the same exact design as Magic and Wizards, the game played in the original Yu-Gi-Oh manga, which some people know as Yu-Gi-Oh Chapter 0 or Season 0. And come they're going to come in the Yu-Gi-Oh original artwork collection in both monochrome and color versions. So these are insane looking. Insect Queen, BLS. Oh, this is Blade Knight. This isn't even BLS. Blade Knight. That's crazy. Dark Magician. And I always really liked how when they did the Dark Magician hand, they put the Anubis eye in his hand as well, kinda, sorta. It's not full, but it's there. It's kind of cool. Red Eyes. I need me that. Blue Eyes. Oh my god, Mystical Elf. Baby Dragon with them titties. Just kidding. And Winged Dragon, Guardian of the Fortress. Skull Servant. Boy, I love me some Skull Servant, boy. Oh, I need me them. That's cool. Two-Headed King Rex. Saji the Dark Clown. Gaia. Illusionist. Harpy Lady. And Megami. Well, that's pretty cool, man. That is pretty cool. Well, again, like I said, I wasn't planning on being here super long. This was just a quick little stream. I do have to head to work, but I had like a half hour or so to an hour before this rain cleared up, but it does look like it's starting to get pretty bright out there, so I think I am going to wrap it up. I appreciate everybody being here, if anybody showed up, and also I will be posting this to the channel in some regards, so you'll be able to catch up with it there too and get my thoughts and opinion. So overall, just as one little quick wrap up, I do want to say the Senate deck seems really fun, seems pretty viable, kinda. I'll have to see some combos with it, and we'll talk about it more on another edition of the stream, but the Umbral Horror deck looks terrifying. I'm sure somebody's going to do something gross and make me upset with that deck, so I'm not excited to play against Dododo, but evil. So, it is what it is. But I have been your host, as always, Austin with the A to Z channel, and I'll be looking forward to bringing you more Yu-Gi-Oh content in the future as I am starting to fully get back into gear with it. We're going to Nationals next year, baby. Catch me at the next OTS Championship. Get my invite. Bye, guys. Be safe.